of the exception handling. So the main class is base class. Okay, if I talk about the exception handling, this is the back end of the entire scenario. Okay, the base exception. So this is the base class, the main class. Okay, inside base exception, this is the concept of the inheritance. Inheritance means that I am inheriting the property of this class to this class. Okay, so this concept is called inheritance. Inheriting the base class, there after inheriting the base class, the child class is exception. Okay, exception. Inside exception, now again it is distributed. The one is the attribute error. Okay, so I am not writing the complete name, just focus on my words. Attribute error. Again is arithmetic errors. Okay, again inside this EOF error, that is the end of file. Okay, again there one more class is there, name error. Okay, again there one class is there, OS error. Okay, OS error, operating system error. Type error. Okay, type error. Okay, there is one more class, that is the value error. So these are the base class. Okay, base class. So base class is this for the entire picture. This one is a base class. Okay, this one is a child class. This one is a base child class. This one is a child class, and the base class is exception. This exception class is inheriting the property of the base exception. Okay, this is the back end scenario for the entire picture. Inside arithmetic, what are the another classes? That is the zero division error. Okay, zero division error, floating point error. Okay, floating point error. Okay, overflow error, something like this. Okay, overflow error. Now you can understand it from where this zero division error is coming, that we already seen this error. So this zero division error is coming from the arithmetic error. This is the base class for this one. This one is the child class and the base class of this exception handling. Again, this one is a child class and the base class of this one is the base exception. So this one is the entire hierarchy for the exception handling. So whenever you are talking about this zero division error, this error is coming from the arithmetic error, and this error is inheriting the property of the exception class, and this exception is inheriting the property of the base class. Okay, base exception. So this one is the hierarchy. So now you guys understand what type of error which are available, how they are coming on the screen, and which class is responsible to display everything, because this is the concept of the classes. Okay, so don't worry about it. This is just for the information. Okay, not important as much as. Now important one is how you are supposed to handle these errors. So I already told you, for handling these error you are supposed to use three words, that is the try, accept, okay, except, accept, and then the finally. These are the three important keywords which are available to handle the exceptions. Okay, in the case of Java, if I am learning Java, then the words are try, catch, and finally. Okay, so these three words are which are related to the Java, these three words which are related to the Python for the exception handling. So now the question is how you can handle the exceptions. How I am supposed to handle the exception. Handling the exception mean that I want graceful termination of my code. That's mean if the error is occurring over here, the error which is coming from here, that is the arithmetic error that you can see out, the zero division error. As we know it, from where it is coming from the arithmetic error, and that arithmetic error is handling the class, that is the exception. Exception is handling the base exception. Okay, inheriting the property from the base exception. Now the picture is clear for you guys. Now the question is, here my program is not gracefully terminated, but I want these should be executed. These lines should be executed. Whenever the error is coming, I want these lines should be executed. That is my main concern. Okay, that is my main concern. So now the question is how you are supposed to handle this type of scenarios. For handling this, try, catch, and accept, that you are supposed to use them. So now the question is how we will use them. Very simple way. Okay, so whenever you are using this try block, okay, whenever you are using this try block, that's mean the risky code will become over here. A risky code will become over here. What exactly meaning of this? This mean as a programmer, you know where the error can occur. Okay, where the error can occur, that code should be inside this try block. Okay, inside this try block. Whenever the error occurred, understand carefully, whenever the error occurred inside try block, the control will be moved to the accept block. Okay, the control will be moved to the accept block. Now understand this point very carefully. Which code will be come inside the try block? The risky code. Okay, risky code mean at the code which may occur the errors. Okay, for example, if I observe carefully this code, in this code, which code is risky code? This code is risky code because here the chances of errors are high, because here no error, because I am not getting anything from the user, because this error, this value, 0 value can be occur from the user. Okay, and here again there should be no any error. Okay, there should be no any error. So now I am handling this concept. Now you are supposed to use try and accept. So here I am writing try. Whenever you are using this column, you are supposed to handle the indentation level. Okay, so tab indented should always be there. Okay, after that, if the error occur over here, understand carefully, if the error occur over here, where should control move? The control will be moved to the accept block. Okay, accept block. What type of error is there? Which class that we already discussed? The base class. Okay, the exception. Okay, inside exception the arithmetic error. Okay, inside arithmetic error there is zero division error. Now observe carefully. Okay, so this is the hierarchy for the same. Okay, the base class, the base exception. Okay, inside base, after that there is exception. Okay, inside exception there is arithmetic error. Inside arithmetic there is zero division error. So which type of error the chances are here? The zero division is here, but the question is, sometime you don't know what type of error the chances are there. At that time you can inherit this one. Okay, you can call this one whenever you don't know which type of error is coming. But here we are sure about it, this type of error can be occurred, that is the zero division error or arithmetic error. So how you are supposed to handle it? Observe carefully. For handling it, now what I am doing? I am writing here the name of the class. The name of the class, I know which type of error that come over here, that is the zero division, division. Okay, zero division error. So colon over here. When the try block will generate the exception, okay, raise the exception, the control is moved over here, that is the accept block. Inside accept block, now what I can do? Whenever the user enters 0, that's mean I want this should be activated. Okay, this should be activated. Now execute this code. Now the picture would be clear. Earlier you are getting this error, that is the zero division error. Okay, now the same code I am executing over here. Now this time you are getting hello world. Okay, and after that error raise over here, that is catch by this accept block, that is the zero division error, and control is moved over here, and this automatically happened. Okay, this automatically happened. Now you can understand it. What is the benefit of these type of things? Okay, so your program is gracefully terminated. So another thing that what you can do, you can provide over here, please provide a valid input. Okay, so this type of things you can perform over here. So here I am asking from a user, let's suppose x is equal to input of enter first number. Okay, second thing, y is equal to input of enter second number. Okay, second number. So now here the chances are here. So in this code, the chances are there the user can generate the error. Okay, so now execute it. Now execute it. So first time enter first number 10, enter second number, that is 2. Perfectly fine. Okay, unsupported. I think I did some mistake over here. Okay, why this error is not handled? Why this error is not handled? Because the catcher, okay, just think like this. Okay, let me clear this doubt as well. Now now understand here, I made a code which is available only for the zero division error. That means it will handle the arithmetic error. Which error? That is zero division error. But this time the what error is coming over here? That is the string error. Okay, unsupported operand, that is the string error, that is the type error basically. So I don't know which type of error is coming over here. So what I can do, accept exception. Okay, accept exception. So I think it will work fine. Okay, so first number 10, another. Now this time you can check it out. Please provide a valid input. Okay, so this is the way. Whenever you don't know what type of error is coming over here, so what you can use the base class, that is the exception. Exception automatically handle any type of error, but I know that is the zero division error. Okay, I know this is the zero division error because I know what type of error is generating over here. Okay, what type of error generating over here. So I simply write over here that is the zero division error because I know which type of error that I am going to handle over here. Okay, so let me explain one more time. So this time first number 10. Okay, now this time I enter 0. So now please provide a valid input. Okay, so again I am executing this time 10. Okay, and here I am writing this time this one because I am the user, I can enter anything. Okay, so this time you are getting the value error, but this time the catcher, the accept block, you can consider like this is a catcher. The accept block is responsible only handle the zero division error, but this error is not acceptable by this. But I want this error should also be handled. Okay, so what I can do, this concept is called try with multiple accepts. So here I can use one more accept. Okay, I can use one more accept, and here what I can do, that is the value error. Okay, that is the value error. So here the message is this one, please provide integers only, int only. Okay, int only. Now your code becomes smart code. So here now first number 10. Okay, another number that I enter this one. Okay, now this time please provide int only. Okay, case number 2, here 10. Okay, I enter 0. Okay, I enter 0. So here please provide valid input. Now you can understand it. What type of error generated over here? Automatically that catcher will be work, that accept statement will be work, and there is only one accept statement will be executed. Keep this point into the mind, not all. Okay, and it is mandatory whenever you are using try, accept should be there. Inside try, what you will place? You will place a code which is the risky code. Okay, inside accept the alternate for that risky code. Okay, so can be there multiple accept statement with one try? Yes. Let's suppose you handle this zero division error, you handle this value error. Now even you don't know what error another can be happen over here. So I don't know. So I use the base class accept exception. Okay, because I don't know. Okay, so print of I don't know. Print of, you can simply say please check inputs. Okay, please check inputs. So this time let's suppose this work or not. So let's suppose I write this. Okay, please provide int only, because this type of this error is basically the integer error, arithmetic error, that this value error that catch by this catcher, because it's not catch the zero division error, it catch the value error, because here the error which is generated, that is the value error. Okay, if this one is executed, so it won't execute this value error. If this value error is executed, it won't execute this one. If everything is failed, let's suppose there is no zero division error, there is no value error, So what type of error, let's suppose I don't know what type of error is coming, so I can simply use the exception. Okay, the base class, that is the exception. So here I will give a simple message, please check the input. Or even you can use multiple except statement. For example, you know the error can be come from the key class as well, so you can use the key error, something like this. Okay, you can use the key error. Okay, when you don't know anything, what type of error is there, you can simply use this exception. Now what type of error is coming over here? Okay, this type, the error is coming, this one, please provide input. Okay, check the inputs. Okay, if I pass this again, please check the inputs. Okay, if I pass everything fine, then it will work fine. So this is the concept of the exception handling. So try can with multiple except statements. Okay, try can be used with multiple except statement. If you are using try, the except is mandatory, because only try is not available. Let's suppose I didn't use this except statement and I try to do it, it will give you the error. It will give you the syntax error. Okay, syntax error, because whenever you are using try, the except statement is mandatory for the same. So I think you guys are familiar with this try and except statement. If you have any doubt, please let me know.
No sir, no doubt.
Okay, anyone else having any question regarding this, please let me know. So this is a very small topic and sorry, आवाज नहीं आ रही सर आपकी ना क्लियर.
मैंने कहा प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ेगी सर.
हाँ सर, मैं अभी यहीं पे स्टॉप कर रहा हूँ. आई एम स्टॉपिंग एवरीथिंग ओवर हियर. ठीक है.